Hey there, hope you're doing well. This is PowerStroke Maintenance, and I'm going to be doing my monthly truck update. This is where I go through the miles I drove, maintenance I performed, and any modifications that I made. Make sure you stick around until the end, and I will reveal how many miles I drove in this truck in the last month. It is a lot. It's kind of scary because I have a lot of work to do on it, but we'll get there. All right, I'm gonna pull out my maintenance spreadsheet and we're gonna go through this. So in the last month, I did quite a few maintenance items. I actually went and visited PTT with A-Rod, and I have another video on that I will link to below if you would be interested in seeing. It was some weird items that broke on this truck. So yeah, just super odd. But anyway, maintenance in February. At the end of January, so around the 29th, I had done, and I had covered this in my last update, but I had done an oil change and fuel filters, tire rotation, and grease the front end. That's kind of my normal every 7,000 to 8,000 mile hit, is like rotate tires, grease the front end, oil change, and then I'll wash the windows inside and outside just so I have good visibility. And then usually every second oil change, I'm doing fuel filters, or every 15,000 miles. Now for this month, I went to see PowerStroke Tech Talk with A-Rod, and A-Rod replaced a bunch of things that had broken on my truck that were just kind of silly. I needed a new horn because your horn actually has two horns and they're different pitches, and one of mine died. So my horn just sounded like half strength, and I use it a lot because I drive a lot and there's a lot of meatheads on the road, so you need to have a good working horn. We replaced the 7-pin trailer connector plug on the back bumper because I had forgot to unhook the trailer line. One time when I had unhooked the trailer and I tried to pull away and it yanked the plug out, because I am a meathead sometimes. And we also replaced the lower steering shaft. So that one was really weird. I just was getting this like popping, knocking sound. I could feel it in my pedals and in the firewall and in the steering wheel, and it was really weird. And I finally found on forums people mentioning that it was that lower shaft, and I fixed it, and now the truck feels brand new. So that was awesome. And then we rotated the tires. So I've been actually moving towards rotating my tires every 25 to 3,000 miles. Usually I look at the front, and when I see them starting to get a little cupped on the outside, I'll do the old rotation, and usually I'll go front to back and then cross the backs so that each tire is spending an equal amount of time on every point of the vehicle, because I have bi-directional tires. For modifications, I unfortunately did not do any modifications. It's very sad when that doesn't happen, but I didn't really have time and I didn't have the budget, so we held off. But hoping to do the S&B fuel tank. I really needed to tow campers because right now I'm filling up like every 300 to 400 miles depending on how windy it is, and it's just terrible. Lastly, I'm sure you all want to know how many miles I drove in the month of February. So at the time of filming this, it is February 27th, so it's not quite the end of the month, and I'm in the middle of a trip. So we're gonna do a quick calculation and tell you how many miles I drove. There you have it. I'm at currently 136,795. Now, I need to add 1,600 onto that because it's not the end of the month yet. So that means I will have driven by the end of this month 8,500 miles. Ouch. Thank you for spending your time on my channel and watching this video. I do these updates every month, so be sure you subscribe so you don't miss one. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time here on PowerStroke Maintenance. Cheers.